ago, I was kind of in a place in my life where I think I was forgetting a little bit who I was. And life was just challenging, and I was fighting some sadness, and I was fighting some disappointment, and I was discouraged, and I kind of felt like maybe Heavenly Father had forgotten me a little bit, and I didn't know what to do, and I was having a conversation with someone who encouraged me to start to see my life differently. Well, about that same time, my car died, and I needed to get a new car, and when I went to get the car, the guy said, "Do you want to get a personalized license plate?" And I said, "No. Only crazy people get personalized license plates." And he said, "Well, if you decide, if you change your mind, you have like 24 hours. And I went home and I just had this idea come to my mind for a personalized license plate that I needed to get. And so I submitted this. Can anybody tell what that says? Life's good. And I started to notice something. I would drive and people would be behind me at the light, and I could tell they were reading my license plate and they were trying to figure out what it was, and inevitably they would end up smiling if they got it. And I realized I was spreading joy and sunshine everywhere I went just because of my license plate. But something really interesting happened. A couple of months later, I was talking to this same friend, and so many things in my life felt different. And she said, "Well, what has changed?" And I realized, nothing's really changed. I had the same job. I was still going through the same tragic breakup. I was still living in the same place. I had the same friends. Nothing really had changed. But I had started telling myself every single day, life's good. My life is good. And you know what? It was. And it didn't mean that all of the hard things had gone away or there was this overflow of good things. It simply was just that I started to see my life differently and believe that it was different, and something changed for me. There is power in believing. There is true power in believing. Girls, if you believe you are loved, you are. If you believe you're not loved or worthy of love, no amount of attention or love from any guy is ever going to make you feel loved. If you believe that with the Lord's help you can do anything, then when hard things come to you, you approach them as if you can. But if you believe that you're not good enough, or not strong enough, or not capable enough, when hard things happen, you crumble. If you believe that when you kneel and say your prayers, your Heavenly Father hears you and talks to you, then you pray as if He's hearing you, and you listen as if He's talking to you. If you don't believe that, you will be missing out on opportunities to hear His voice and to feel His Spirit. That is the power of believing.